my comment section, stitching my videos, in my mentions across all my platforms, saying things like, well, why are you talking about what the Democrats are doing? They don't do anything for Black people. Anything. Okay, let's go there. So remember how people were saying that the Asians got a hate crime bill, although Black people had already had a hate crime bill, and it benefits everyone beyond Black people, and that it was an expansion of that. But also, let's talk about this anti-lynching act that got shot down over 200 times and finally passed underneath the Biden administration. It was introduced by a Democrat. Okay, let's move on. Remember we were talking about how we don't have livable wages? And then Democrat Robert C. Scott decided to introduce Raise the Wage Act underneath the Biden administration, but it got shot down by Republicans? Okay, let's move on. Remember how we were talking about how we have to end police brutality and we need laws on the books that help end qualified immunity? Well, Democrat Ayanna Pressley decided to introduce a bill that actually does that. Okay, well, let's move on. And we know how y'all love to talk about reparations, although we know that Republicans wouldn't give you a shot in hell to give you reparations. They've actually vocalized this. But Representative Sheila Jackson Lee actually introduced the Study and Development of Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act underneath the Biden administration. And she's a Democrat. Remember when Senator Cory Booker decided that he was going to introduce the Crown Act of 2021 underneath the Biden administration, and then Republicans shot it down? Yeah. Remember when Joe Biden introduced his plan for Black America called the Lift Every Voice Plan for Black America? Where he actually has 6 points where he introduces his plan and it goes into more detail on the website? Where's the Republicans' plan? Instead of saying that Democrats are doing absolutely nothing to help benefit Black people, you can actually look up what they're actually doing. Otherwise, you're just yelling into the void, sounding stupid. Good morning. As you know, on my page, we talk about Black American history, we talk about politics, we talk about Black American culture. Today, we're going to talk about intersectionality and intra-communal violence. So, as you know, this past weekend, we talked about politics. And I gave resources such as books, and I gave resources such as links to congress.gov, because if you felt that you did not agree with what Democrats were doing, you can go look up the information to see what it is that they're passing, what it is they're introducing, because we love information. This is an educational platform. And so I've learned that people don't like that. People don't like when you share information that allows other people to actually look up the information themselves and read informed opinions. No. What ends up happening is there are two organizations, the FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, and ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, who decided that they wanted to harass and threaten my life because I gave that information. And I don't agree with what they stand for. And I didn't go summoning them. They found my videos and decided to harass me. Bedwench, a coon, a mammy, a hoe, a bitch, all of these things. Never discussing anything about what I was talking about. Although I don't think intellectual engagement is necessary. But they did, however, highlight that they are playing into the stereotype of the angry Black men who are violent and aggressive. You know, the ones that society tends to justify the murdering of Black people for. Yeah, that very same one. So I don't think they realize that sending me photos of the 2 Black women therapists that they've threatened and harassed before me was going to do what they think it was supposed to do, which is supposed to get me on their side. I don't know, why would I side with the terrorists? Why would I side with people who are harassing me? But I will say this. I will continue to teach.